What you see in your screen is 1/82nd part of what we can do, and I'll just run you through it in a very quick way. Video sales funnels, and now with AI added to it, can make billions and billions of dollars. It's no joke. No matter what product we launch, it doesn't matter, but the basic anatomy, the skeleton of every funnel, is this model. And in this model, there's 7-step sales psychology that literally copies the mind. It copies your consciousness. I studied consciousness for 16 years, non-stop, full-time. Read 5 books a day, at the same time. Spent hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars of courses and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, eventually, I'm a master in this creation, how the consciousness works. And I was able to translate it into digital language. Okay, so when I work with CEOs and when I work with founders, it always comes down to this funnel model, and we can make this funnel model in all kinds of languages, 150 languages, okay, with AI now. So you see the title on top, AI video funnels trump everything, With other words, funnels are more important than the website, than the product, the service, or the environment. With other words, if you do not educate and inform people before they come in your restaurant, you have a very difficult customer. So I'd rather have a proper sales funnel where people are completely inspired and informed before they sit down and see the menu, than taking somebody off the street and educate them in my restaurant, you see? So the ego, the person that eventually makes a decision to buy something from free will, needs to be completely informed, needs to be completely satisfied before he or she orders anything. And what we do nowadays, we give people one line or one video and we say, here's my link and register. No wonder nobody registers. Okay, so this sales funnel and this sales psychology is all about grabbing people's attention, inspiring to go forward, eventually making a self-free-willed decision to come on board and to be a rock star. And I'll explain to you in detail how this works. So we'll start with the beginning. And the beginning is right here. So first of all, we somehow need to get people's attention. No matter how, you need to get people's attention. So whether you have organic or paid online or offline campaigns, it doesn't matter. But you need a lot of teasers. You need a lot of attention grabbers. So the video is number one. Video, because you can also work with pictures or with text or with images or with sounds. But the first thing we need to build is minimum of 400 teasers, 400 little teasers, little eye candy teasers that will trigger people's 4 basic instincts. First instinct is sexual personal relations. Second instinct is ambitions. Third basic instinct of a person is self-belief. And the fourth one is safety. Safety meaning house, money, clothes, food, shelter. Those are the 4 basic instincts. And in every good teaser, that's why you see these Coca-Cola campaigns of a beautiful girl, a boy, and a palm tree. It's teasers will give people a 300% better idea of themselves than they have. So that's teasers. That's just the teasers. If you have these eye candy teasers, whether it's pictures or whatever, and you grab people's attention, the second thing that needs to happen, and this is according to your mind, this is simple organic growth. The second thing that needs to happen, let's say you go out with a beautiful girl and you don't have that person's or whatever your preference is, and you don't have the person's email address or you don't have the person's telephone number. What are you going to do? You lost it. You lost the person. So you need somebody's email address and mobile telephone number. If you don't have that, you cannot follow people up. So the purpose of video 2 and the page number 2, which we call an opt-in page, is to get people's email address and mobile telephone number by legally bribing them. With other words, you don't scam people. You simply give a huge promise that they will get after they filled in their name, their email address and mobile telephone number. With other words, no one will give you their name, email address, mobile telephone number if they don't get something in return. So that's the next video that we need to make, or several, and also a page, an opt-in page. Opt-in meaning they opt in their name, email address, mobile telephone number. That's the landing pages that we're talking about. Now, the moment that has happened in the actual funnel system, then the click-through button that you see, get access now, clicks through to two different ways. One, to 50, minimum of 50 follow-up video emails, and a minimum of 50 video, SMS, and text messages, which is an autoresponder system, both containing the full set of videos that I'm going to explain to you right now. And the other way, the B way, it's also clicking through to the actual videos. And there the remaining 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 videos, and there's an 8th one as a surprise. So what needs to be produced? If I do a campaign, the first thing I produce is these videos, the 400 and the 8 other ones. And those, and we can make it simple, we can make it expensive, we can make it by hand, we can order very expensive film directors. I worked with one director, for example, who flew private plane to projects to be there for 5 minutes. Crazy $1 million production for the one ad. But basically we need these basic videos in order to inspire people to go a step further. We're not selling here, we're not telling, we're not indoctrinating. So the third video and the third area of the sales funnel, number 3, is all about sales. And it's all about information. It's actually not even a sale, it's an information video. My apologies. This is the info video. And the info video is actually just a classical, well-given webinar. And a good webinar has several elements. It talks about leadership, products, services. It talks about guarantees, packages, prices. So it has every information. So the moment your mind is triggered and the moment you... The info video. And the info video is actually just a classical, well-given webinar. And a good webinar has several elements. It talks about leadership, products, services. It talks about guarantees, packages, prices. So it has every information. So the moment your mind is triggered and the moment you left your email address and mobile telephone number, you say, I want more information, the next information that you need in order to fulfill your dreams, sorry, a little tickle in my throat. So the moment you left your email address, mobile telephone number to receive something, you give what you promised in this video. You give them all the information. The ego needs to be completely satisfied before able to go to the next phase. So this is just the classical webinar, the recorded webinar, you see, where we give all the information. Leadership, again, CEO, products, services, guarantees, packages, prices, everything. If you leave anything out, people will not be satisfied. And the funnel is built in this way. So the form is filled in this way that people can always go a step further and they go a step back. So they themselves decide whether they continue or they go a step back. And there's definitely